It makes me closer. I didn't account for that. Okay. Okay, so, I've been living with my roommate for a while. Things are not going well. Really, really weird stuff going on. Like he's trying to hate me, and, doing a good job of that. Like, okay, so, there's this one incident where he had the keys to my hearse, because we dated for like a minute, and, that's how that happened. And, I'd been, like, texting him and letting him know that I'm gonna be getting my keys back from him, like, he doesn't need to have the keys to my vehicle, and I asked for them and he refused to give them to me, and I was like, give me the keys to my vehicle, and he was like, well, I've been using them so long, they're mine. And, like, he sat there, like, really frozen with the keys, and it was really weird, and that's completely illogical to believe that I mean, it just doesn't make any sense logically, like, and he still thinks that he's, like, right about this, that that not giving me the keys to my vehicle, it was appropriate, which is like, wow, is he crazy? And, okay, so this word kept, like, coming up in my life, and I really didn't like it. That word is Archon, and, I was like, wow, like, I don't even want to talk to anybody that's, like, talking about this stuff, like, I don't want to look at it. I just felt, like, really, like, ugh, about the word. And, what it means is, basically, like, energy parasite. So, like, I kind of had to bring into question, like, is this programming in my head, or is this, like, actually, like, my intuition being like, no, you don't want to find about that. And, of course, you know me, words, Archon, ruler, it means ruler, and, like, well, that's not cool, I'm not gonna, like, call something my ruler, especially, like, an energy parasite type of thing. And, so that made sense then. I started looking into it, like, really, really looking into it, and I've been listening to a lot of YouTube videos and watching a lot of YouTube videos, and, I really like, Cameron Day. So he calls them ankle biters. He, like, disempowers them, like, the word that we have was given to us by them. So that's why we call them Archons, because the Gnostics channeled that information. But, so, like, kind of like what these things are is that they feed on negative emotion, like low, like, bad energy and bad vibes, pretty much. And that kind of explains, I think, why what is happening with my roommate is happening. Because, like, he's bringing out the ugly in me that I really did not even know was, like, there. So, like, taking full responsibility for my actions, like, I was not in a distressed state. I was not crazy. Wasn't anywhere near crazy. He threw my keys in the trash. He said he broke them and threw them in the trash. And I was like, oh, you are not gonna demean me and make me go through the trash. And, like, he knows my story. He knows that I've had to go through the trash to retrieve my belongings because I've been abused. Like, he knows that. So, yeah, I was like, well, that's not happening. Get them out of the trash. And he was like, I'm not gonna ever do that. And, like, got in my face. So I slapped him, like, low on his face, so I wasn't gonna, like, mess up his glasses or anything, and not very hard, like, I care about this person, like, you know, I'm not, like, losing control or anything, but it's like, that's bullshit. Like, first you wouldn't give me the keys to my vehicle, and now you're making me dig them out of the trash? So I was like, well, you can get them out of the trash, or I'm gonna dump the trash on your bed, and that way I won't have to dig through the trash. So I got the trash and I went to his bedroom, and I was holding it over his bed, and I was like, oh my god, like, I like really hoping that he was just gonna get the keys out of the trash, and he goes in there and he's like, I'm not gonna do it, and I was like, that made me wonder if the keys were really in the trash, and like that this person wants control over me. And I talked to him before. I told him why I wanted my keys back, and what my hearse outside meant to me is that even though I'm living here with him, that still gives me like a refuge, sort of. So he knew that. He'd been told that anyway. I don't think he was like consciously aware of it at the time that he's refusing to give me my keys necessarily, but he knew that. And so yeah, I dumped like 3 pieces of trash on his bed, and it was like, oh god, like, why am I doing this? But, you know, I didn't escalate the situation. I didn't bring the trash into play, and I really just thought that, like, that he would get the keys out of the trash, and, so that was weird. But he didn't. He refused to. So, like, the 3 pieces of trash on his bed, and then he's like, well, I'm gonna go put trash on your bed now, and, like, went toward my room, and I just tore the bag open in the hallway, and trash stayed in our hallway for, like, 3 days, because that was my mess, because I did that. Like, I did physically rip the bag open, you're right, and I did take the trash out of the kitchen, you're right, but, like, none of this would have happened if you had just been respectful and decent and adult-like and given me the keys to my own car. So yeah, I'm really feeling like he is just like ridden with these parasites, and that he's very controlled by them, and that's why he brings me down. That's, like, being around him, talking to him, like, he's just a drag, like, ugh. Like, I don't know, okay, like, he's got, like, old man energy. And I don't have old person energy. I have old person body. Like, I feel like I'm 80, and I, like, hobble around the house, but, I don't have that, that, like, hopelessness, like, I don't know. Anyway, I don't even know if that's what I really meant to talk about. I wanted to talk about this ankle biter issue, the A word, Archon, but ankle biter, parasite, like, they don't deserve that word. So, like, they, like, it's, like, listening to stuff, it seems to be suggested that, soul contracts are bullshit, and, like, that's just, a way to perpetuate, karma, or karma's just a way to perpetuate, like, the lower vibrations that they feed off of, and, like, these ankle biter, these parasites of your energy, like, they're not necessarily evil, that's just what they need to survive, and, like, they were actually in this density before we were, but yeah, like, I've been taking a lot of notes, and, it was really cool. The other day, I felt, like, complete disinterest in TV, and usually it's, like, disgust, like, I'm not, like, proud of myself for liking TV, for watching TV, for having TV, but, it was just disinterest. And then the next day I didn't have TV, like, my cable box just, like, wasn't working, and that went on for 2 days. I got it fixed yesterday, and, I just thought that was really interesting. I went to the psychic fair. The psychic fair was, like, I got a reading, like, my first reading. I got my first reading at the psychic fair, and it was tarot cards. It was a fairy tarot deck. And, I had no idea what she was even going to use. I just, like, really was, like, feeling this lady, and, like, went with it, and, like, my biggest issue is, like, restriction. Someone's keeping me from being me, and that's my roommate. Like, he calls me crazy or alludes to my being insane or not all there, like, that, like, telling me that I don't remember exactly how things happen, and, like, oh, it's like, you really think that? Like, you really think that story, or you're a really good liar, and stuff like that. And, like, this is very, like, I mean, this is basically, like, abuse, which is really messed up. So, yeah, but, like, my roommate, he's strictly atheist, so to him, me believing in a spiritual realm, is, like, stupid, and that's crazy. In and of itself, like, that's crazy. So, like, he's just really not even, like, not supportive of me, like, needing to take this spiritual path now to, like, try to heal myself, and take care of myself, but really, like, getting down on it. And, the odd thing is that, like, this is someone who has, like, on his own acknowledged, like, the spiritual plane. Like, he came to me and was like, I think there's something, like, in your Foxfire apartment. And he was like, I know that you're thinking evil at me, and, like, well, like, why would someone who doesn't believe in energy affecting reality, like, give a flying fuck that I'm, like, thinking evil thoughts about him? Which I was, but, like, I was trying not to. Like, I was just having the hardest time, and I think that's that ankle biter thing. Like, I was having the hardest time holding love for this person, and I do love him. Like, I feel like we could have a really successful, like, brother-sister type relationship. But, like, I just could not hold on to that. Like, I just kept, like, visualizing very vividly, like, violent things towards him. And he knew that. Like, on the other side of his bedroom door, he knew that I was out there doing that. It's like, you're not someone who's completely unaware of the spiritual realm. Like, the thing is that you are, and you're so afraid of it. And the other thing is that he doesn't even take responsibility for his actions. Like, he's legit not apologized for not giving me my keys. And, yeah, so he doesn't take responsibility for, like, normal, like, in life things. He's not about to take responsibility for his, like, entire incarnation, of course. My face looks weird because I got botox, like, so this doesn't move, but this moves, and it gives me, like, this, like, really, like, scary person face. It's weird, because, like, I got Botox to deal with my migraines. Like, I'm desperately trying to not suffer so much, like, so desperately that I had Botox injected into my face. But if anything, I think it ages me. Like, I don't like it. I didn't do it for physical pretty purposes, like, for youth. I didn't do it to look more youthful either. But, I feel like if it does anything, it ages me and, like, makes me look like a scarier person. So, I don't like it, but I think it is helping. Yeah. Actually, like, I think that I need to not have the ability to do this. I think still having, like, the muscles over here is why I'm still getting the migraines that I am. Because, like, I'm feeling them, like, in my brow. But yeah, so that happened. I was so freaked out, you guys. Oh my god, I was so freaked out about that. But it's been mostly good. I'm just ugly now. So the interesting thing about this whole Archon influence is like, what they say is that they act like they're like archangels, they act like they're, like, benevolent, like, spirits and everything, and that's how they get you. And I'm like, okay, no spirits that I was, like, in contact with were, like, even claiming to be, like, good, really. Like, yeah. They were really upfront, and, like, that maybe is how, like, the contract is more binding, because apparently if the contract is made out of deception, because they deceived the human soul, like, then it's not binding. But they didn't deceive me. Like, it was like, yeah. But see, I don't know, it's so confusing. I mean, the thing is that I believe that I'm here for the end, like, so, like, before you assign things to that, and you, like, put, like, a good quality to it, like the ascension, the end of suffering, or a bad quality, like, the end of the human race,